So, welcome to Jordan's leaving interview. It's not your official leaving interview, just for clarification.
Oh, right. Yeah, this is not just live streaming me.
You do know you're leaving, right?
Yeah, oh,
all right.
Yeah.
This isn't me just telling you. So Jordan has been working here for a year, and we'll talk a little bit about what he's doing and where he's going. But we thought it'd be fun just to sort of like create a little time capsule of joy.
Wonderful.
And maybe a little bit of sorrow.
Well, lots of sorrow.
But hopefully sprinkled with a little bit of joy.
Of course.
Just talking about, some of the fun things you've managed to do here, some of your funnest projects and coolest memories and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And not only just to share it kind of with our existing clients, but also just to maybe share with new people who are looking to come work here. Tell us, you're leaving, tell us what you're off to do.
So I'm off to work full-time at Hearts as a content creator. I've been doing like part-time work with them through the last couple of years, just like at match days and stuff. And yeah, ultimately they offered me a full-time role. And Hearts is the team I support, and like I've kind of been wanting to do football media for a wee while and stuff. I've always been interested in it, so it was like kind of something that I felt like I couldn't really turn down. As sad as it was to leave a job that I really enjoy, it's like don't know if it could have really went any other way.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when I interviewed you almost a year ago, well, over a year ago now. That was always like that was one of my biggest fears. Was ultimately I thought I would have hated to have you have come here, been here for 3 months, and then leave if Hearts offered you a job. So I mean, I think we both knew it was always on the cards ultimately.
Yeah.
But just
I still felt like a bit of a dick doing it, but
it's all right.
These things happen. Eh?
You are so.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all right with that.
So yeah, I just thought it would be fun to go through like a few quick things. I've got a few questions here that I just thought I'd ask you, just to kind of, as I said, time capsule your story here.
Ask away.
So do you have a favorite client that you've worked with since you've been here? It's a tough question.
It's annoying because the first one that comes to my head, and he's going to love that I'm saying it, is I really like working with Alan Smith. I think it's just because we get on and it's good, like always good humour. It's always just quite fun to work with. But since I know he'll like that, I can't say him. So, I don't know. Really like working with Jamie from Taylor Roofs as well. Just like the kind of work we do for them is always quite rewarding, I think. Quite enjoy it, and Jamie's always good fun as well.
Yeah, I mean, the podcast is like a whole new thing that was like,
yeah.
Jamie's was like, we obviously have our own podcast, but Jamie's podcast was sort of like our first client podcast, really fun to like experiment with him a little bit.
Yeah, it's been nice to see it like do so well as well. Like, wasn't really expecting it to take off the way it did, because I was like, so like who wants to listen to a roofing podcast? Well, apparently loads of people do. And it is good. There's so many good little stories in it, and it's always really interesting to film. I mean, they've all been fun. Everyone's so nice, and everyone's like, there's always like really interesting bits and information you get out of everything, like everyone we filmed with. So yeah, everyone's been great, but they two are probably like a couple of the highlights.
Yeah. That's not to say you didn't like anyone else.
No, of course. One or two. No, I'm joking.
What is your proudest piece of work that you've produced?
Like there was a video I did quite early on for Lectech Solutions, like a one-off project, but it was like, I can't really remember what it was.
It was like a come and work for us video.
Yeah, like a kind of recruitment kind of thing. But it was just one of these ones that I think I did mostly, like I did the edit like all myself. I think it was the first one I did the edit like the whole way through, and it just turned out quite nice, and I think it looks really, really good the way that they've used it and stuff. I mean, it's been fun to record our own podcast. It's always like a good laugh, and although it doesn't get many views at the moment, it's always fun.
Mate, it gets a lot of views on TikTok and Instagram.
Well, yeah, that is true.
The snippets
and
get
Ross,
more
I'm
views.
sure, will help with that.
That is true. His humour is only going to add to the situation.
I think so. I mean, it was always fun going to like Blairmore Farm as well, just because it's like animals all the time. Filming around them is always good fun, with like the lambs and stuff. I think there was a lot of like Taylor Roofs videos that were really helpful as well. Like makes different parts of roofing seem like actually interesting. Not that it's not. But like, I never thought I would be like watching a roofing video and being like, that's really cool.
Yeah.
It's the same with integrated dental care.
That's what I was going to say.
When we did the walkthrough of like the laser guided implant surgery, like I was blown away by like what I was learning. I was like, that is so cool.
You'd like
the technology they have is like nuts.
You'd like ask him a question. You're like, no, that's surely not how it works. And he's like, no, that's how it works.
Yeah,
and you're
like showing us like the little laser, and it's like, it's not actually the laser that cuts through; it's the water.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Like I learned so many like little things from that project. Yeah, that was really cool. I'm quite happy with that.
What is your biggest learning? Like in anything, in life, it could be a life learning.
Learning.
or a specific video editing?
I'd maybe say that pretending to be confident makes you look like you're confident. Like when I've led shoots and stuff, I've just like sometimes don't really know what I want to do, but like just pick something and say it with confidence, and everyone will be like, "Oh yeah, cool, yeah, let's do it."
Yeah, well, like, especially when you're learning as well.
And then exactly, because I've never really been like that great at like leading things or like stuff like that. So I always feel like it is a challenge, but I definitely have got better at it. Probably more like the business side of things as well, because I've obviously had experience in the past with like video and filming and editing and stuff, but never really like the business side of it. So it's been fun to like learn a lot about that and meet loads of business owners that like learn plenty of things off in that kind of aspect. So.
Yeah. What is the biggest thing you will miss?
Free food at slouch meetings.
So our slouch meeting is our meeting that we have once a week, where it's just like we just all sit down, get lunch in, and we just kind of do a quick rundown of what's happened in the last week, what we're doing next week, just making sure everyone's kind of on top of everything, where are edits at, does anyone need chased? You all know who you are who need chased. It's always the same names. So it's just like a great place where we just kind of regroup. But yeah, we get lunch every time. So that's a win.
That's great. But the £5 a head needs to go. I'm sorry. It needs to be more than that.
£5. Well, you pushed it. It starts at 5. If it was 10, it would be pushed to 20. So I've got to keep it at 5 so it maybe gets pushed to 6 or 7.
Yeah, I think I'll miss like a lot of the people as well. Like I've met so many like lovely people, clients, and then everyone that works here as well. Like hope to stay in touch with a lot of them.
Coolest film location?
Oh, well, we filmed at the Sky Bar. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Sky Bar with looking out onto the castle with Strategic Wealth Solutions. That was fun.
Yeah.
Blairmore's always good as well because it's just a beautiful location.
Yeah. We've ended up on some weird building sites.
Yeah, Aileen seems to have got most of the good ones, and I'm pretty upset about that, to be honest.
It's like, oh, do you remember we filmed in the cinema? Oh, that wasn't
Yeah, she's been at Edinburgh Grand. She's been in the Waldorf Astoria.
Mate, you know.
I've just realised now that Aileen's done all the good ones, and I'm actually quite bitter about it.
Well, at least you'll leave it, mate. There you go.
Very cool.
Cool. What is the highlight of your time here? Like looking back, I guess like fondest memory, highlight of your time. Like, you know, thinking back, like what's like in 10 years time, you'll look back at you'll be working for YouMore in 10 years time, let's face it. But when you start here again in a few years time, because Hearts have been relegated again.
Again, wow, yes, use the word again.
What would be your fondest, what would you be like, oh, that was a great time?
Just the culture that you've like, that everyone's like built here. Just like, I don't know if I'll ever work anywhere again that has like such a nice, not that everyone's like, anywhere I go work's going to be like nice and like, everyone's going to be like nice to each other and stuff. It's just like relaxed, and we all know what work needs done, but it's all like very like relaxed, and we're all very transparent with each other, and a culture I've not experienced before. It just felt like so nice to be a part of. But like in terms of like a particular thing, like I don't know, maybe I'll miss all the trips to McDonald's after going on shoots and stuff. That was fun. Everything just food related, mate. Like
that, to be fair,
we did go for Nando's one time, and that was class. What
Christmas video?
Christmas video was great.
That was a great video.
That was a highlight. Like getting like when we were filming ourselves like singing in the old office with the lights out and stuff and spotlighted on us. And me and you were singing the song.
Yeah, the thing.
And then filming the actual bit at the studio as well was hilarious.
Blue Sky Photography
studio, which was hilarious with all our Christmas jumpers on.
Oh, that was so good.
Yeah, that was a good highlight. That was good fun.
And what was so cool about that is we actually ended up producing like a banging tune.
Yeah,
it was just,
I mean, it's a song that exists already.
But it was like, we nailed it. Like there was like 6-part harmonies.
I'm going to be raging this year when you top it with Ross.
It will be topped, annoyed. But we've got a fiddle player now.
Not that Ross plays fiddle.
Not Ross plays fiddle, but as GF does.
We do have a fiddle player now.
So who knows? It's going to be taken to a new level.
I'm going to be in that video, whether you like it or not.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah,
nobody knows.
Have you got anything in your mind that you enjoy?
I think I was trying to think of like the funniest times we've laughed, and I think like some of subtitles, like we use auto subs. So we started doing this about 6 months ago. We found like a new software that automatically builds the subs, and it's all right. Like it's like it's more than 90%. It's probably like 99% accurate. But with some people, funny accents, it like translates some weird things.
Yeah, it was terrible. Like trying to edit Jamie's videos from Taylor Roofs. I just can't understand the Bathgate accent. There was one of the first ones that made me laugh a lot was when he was like, I don't know what, he must have said like, at Taylor Roofs. And he kind of went, at Taylor Roofs, but it came up, I'm a terrorist. That made me lose it.
There's some great ones.
There is some amazing ones, and I don't think we've noted them down as much as we should have, because they were hilarious, some of them.
Yeah.
I've got a note.
Do you have? Oh, you have a note.
There's a folder, isn't it?
Is it actually?
It's called Strange Subtitles.
Oh,
there's
amazing.
a folder. Wow. Well, right. There you go.
Great. Well, we need to do some sort of series on that.
Well, maybe put some on the screen right now.
Do it right now. If you look up there, there's a few. That one's funny. Yeah. I like that.
That one's a good one. That and the singing cactus at Christmas was quite cool.
Yeah, you're welcome for that present.
It was a great present.
Yeah,
it made me laugh.
Yeah, it's like batteries. Need to get any batteries for it.
Last question: if you could give Ross one piece of advice, or anyone, any new person coming to start here.
Well, for Ross in particular, probably like wear deodorant.
Just to clarify, you did know Ross before.
Yeah. I'm not just bullying the new guy. I know Ross very well.
He comes in for 2 days and you just rip the crap out of him.
Yeah, it'll be easy for him to like merge into the group and stuff, because everyone's lovely and he's not got anything to worry about.
The confidence thing's an interesting one, like you said. It's like
that is true, yeah. But I think Ross has a lot of confidence, so I think he'll be all right. I mean, he did spend like 4 years being a guide at Camera Obscura. So
that is true.
I think he'll have nailed the confidence and the energy.
I think the big thing I always want from people when they start here is their willingness to share ideas and their unafraidness to voice their opinion.
Right. Okay.
But once the rudder's set in a direction, whether they agree or not, crack on. Because I think that's quite a difficult thing in a business. Like, I know Aylin and I clash a lot on things, mainly because Aylin's just quite vocal. I mean, she's sitting over there, and she knows it. But like for me, there'll be things where she'll have a very strong opinion on it, and I really value that opinion.
Yeah.
And we've changed, and same with you and Tristan as well. Like, there's lots of things we've changed because of that, because of your guys' opinions. But there's also been things where I'm like, no, this is how I want to do it.
Yeah.
But it's also been great then to be like, with you guys, even if it's been like, okay, I don't really quite agree with that, or I don't really understand why. Ultimately, like, the decision's been made and we've just got to crack on and make it work. And I think I've always valued that from you guys, and the fact that it's always been like, cool, like, we're on board with this. Alex has a direction and a plan of where we're going. And I might disagree with it short term. I might never actually agree with it, but there must be a reason as to why. And hopefully you can explain it more until I fully understand.
Yeah.
But I think that's a...
Well, maybe it's like that when it comes to filming and editing and stuff, like YouMore has a particular... Like we've developed a bit of a style with video and editing and stuff, and it's kind of like trying to stick to that, but at the same time, like, not being afraid. I don't want Ross to be afraid to like do something different, or like trust his vision. Like, he needs to do that, because I know that Ross has like a lot of like a good eye for things. And when we filmed like silly videos in the past, like, so yeah, maybe I'd probably just say like trust your own vision, but like you don't always have to stick by the way that myself and Aylin have done things in the past, like video and editing wise and stuff. Yeah.
Great, mate. Well, you've been a massive asset to the team here at YouMore. We've really appreciated all the work you've done. We appreciate the humor and the way, Aylin and I were saying, like, you've massively changed the culture here into a much more like hilarious and relaxed and fun vibe. And then Tristan's just come in and made it even slightly drier.
Yeah,
humor.
Very dry.
Very dry.
But great.
But you made it happen. And that's just been great. I think, Aylin and I were always quite serious, or I was funny and Aylin would smirk at me and be like, oh, for goodness sake, Alex. But you just kind of fully pushed that through, and we ended up doing the Christmas video and all those like, and we now have this kind of quite quirky style to what we do and how we create, and that's starting to spill a little bit into our clients as well, which I think is making it a little bit more jolly and fun. So, you've had a huge impact here. You will be part of the YouMore alumni group. It means you get invited maybe once a year along to some sort of thing.
Okay.
Well, if you pay for it yourself.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and you have to make the invite yourself. You actually have to invite yourself. You're not invited. But yeah, we really appreciate everything you've done here. You've been a massive asset. We're super excited to see what you're going to do at Hearts. And I'm excited to see stuff that you've learned here start to be kind of utilized for Hearts. And yeah, if you've got any last message to the people of YouMore clients.
Thanks very much. I've like enjoyed my time here so much, and it's very, very sad to go. But yeah, it's just been an amazing place to work and met so many nice people, and yeah, I couldn't recommend it enough for anybody. Like, I don't know if you've ever got adverts up for videographers and that in the future, then like it's such a great place to work, and I would very highly recommend it to anybody. And to the clients, wish you very much. Thanks for being so like when I first started, like being supportive as well. Like when I was first starting to lead shoots and like learn bits and bobs that like you've been doing for a while, and I was just trying to like get into it all. Yeah, thanks for all being very nice and helpful and supporting everything we do.
Enjoy Hearts.
Thanks.
You've earned your bonus in saying all your nice things.
Huh?
You've earned your bonus in saying all your nice things.
Oh, thanks.
Great. Well,
Thanks, mate.
I'm glad the bribe was worth it.
It was, yeah, it was.
Yeah. Well, goodbye.
Bye.